Hey guys, how are you doing? Back another video from Team 4-Star, the 4-Star Bento channel, continuing with the Dragon Ball GTFS commentary series, covering episodes 25-27. This is where Baby starts to become more of a threat, more of a deal, and where GT tries to become more like Z. This is like where it's like, right, we're going in the Z direction. Still wasn't great. But let's see what Team 4-Star thought of these episodes.
Guys, we didn't sign up for crazy.
Why is Captain America here?
Are those guys dead now?
I made a withdrawal of life.
Oh my
They're
god!
dead now.
Fucking yes! Okay, I'm in.
So dumb. FS.
The baby vacation has begun.
Back into the Grand Tour.
Grand Tour?
Grand Tour.
Back into the Grand Tour.
Dragon Ball GT.
FS?
Yes.
FS.
So the Grand Tour itself has kind of become the B plot.
Yeah, the Grand
it's
Tour's
really
over.
Funny.
We're back.
Fully abandoned, essentially, any focus.
It's so stupid. They called it GT as the Grand Tour, and then every episode from now on is on Earth.
Like, it is
And
now...
it's better for it. The first episode we watched was probably like one of the best episodes of this show so far.
Kinda gotta agree with you there.
Like, the art was good, the animation was good, it was very well paced, and Goku, Trunks, and Pan are the B plot now. They're just collecting the remaining Dragon Balls while everything on Earth is turning to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're attacking this giant round, like, basically marshmallow of a tiger thing to
Yeah.
get a Dragon Ball that's, I guess it's sleeping on? I don't know.
It is crazy to me how all of all the antics that we see in the meantime are cute, fun, simple, like to the point.
Because, like, all the stuff that they end up doing, they end up, like, dealing with that squishmallow of a tiger thing.
Which I love.
Yeah, it was adorable. I want one. It did, like, a Wile E. Coyote off a cliff with them. It was just like a fun, short little gag, and I liked it. It was like, and it had like a little homage to the original Dragon Ball Z opening.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay,
feel
yeah.
like that is what that is. The framing was too
like the framing of it was like dead on.
right. Yeah.
They had that bit, and then in the following episode, there's this giant, adorable-looking Godzilla thing.
The dragon, oh my, yeah.
Yeah.
The dinosaur dragon thing looks so cute. I'm
does.
dying.
It just had this like cute little innocent face, like.
Yeah, he's not out here to cause harm. He's just here to eat Dragon Ball.
He probably didn't even do it on purpose.
No.
Dude's so big, he was probably just taking a drink of water and went down there. Then Goku goes in and pops him.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man, he's rummaging hard in there.
Oh no. No.
What?
Oh, that's horrible.
I feel bad for him.
No! God, GT's so bad.
What just
They're
happened?
just gone.
Turns out the thing was just a giant balloon, and so they leave him as a little tiny dinosaur.
Yeah, little tiny dinosaur dragon
A
thing.
baby dinosaur will probably get eaten by a much larger dinosaur. Because I get like, I don't know. I feel like that entire planet works on fish frenzy logic, where you just eat slightly larger things and you just
It
get
just
bigger
keeps
and
getting
bigger.
bigger.
I guess.
But yeah, that's essentially all that's going on. Oh, and they go to a frozen planet that, I mean, probably the cutest
So
thing about that is the
dumb.
fact that Giru has a butt flap for his dragon radar for his
Yeah.
coat.
Also, they have a fiesta.
They have like a whole prop closet for like one of those like wedding photo booths.
Yeah.
Just like with a bunch of like Pan's just waving maracas and like, hey, we got Dragon Balls!
Kind of feels like they should have saved that for the last Dragon Ball and not the penultimate Dragon Ball. But whatever.
Maybe they were celebrating Cinco. Like, I don't know.
Cinco de Spaso.
Yeah.
Cinco de
Or
Space.
like, and Goku had like those Groucho Marx glasses on.
So stupid.
Weird stuff, but these episodes were admittedly some of the most enjoyable in a long while.
Yeah. So back on Earth.
Yeah, back on Earth, Goten's going on a date with a legit baddie. Like,
And I kind of liked how they tried to give Goten more of a thing, but then
She's pulling off that look. Like she's all dressed up. She's decked out. She's accessorized. Dumb as a box of hammers. So really fits in with the family already.
Well, we don't know if she's dumb.
Well,
but
she's naive as shit.
She is very naive.
Yeah.
She seems like a girl who was probably raised in like, well, they call her Palace Chan, and that's probably a reference to the fact that she's just a rich kid who's never been out in the world. So.
But the things that she doesn't know is weird. Like she doesn't know what a hamburger is. She doesn't know what ice cream is, or soft serve at the very least.
Well, yeah, I'm guessing like if she grew up like in a rich household.
I'm sorry, who hasn't had soft serve? I don't know how rich you'd have to be like, the food of the working class. I don't go to a Dairy Queen.
I have a real queen. I don't need a dairy.
Why would I do that? Am I going to a farm? The queen of a farm? Pshaw.
I don't know.
Bring me my eclairs.
I love eclairs though.
Deep throws the whole thing. Goten. Yo.
Actually, watch.
Oh no.
Exactly.
Yeah, do it slowly.
Oh, God.
Son of a bitch! I was gonna get my rocks off!
That's amazing.
いやそれは違うと思うけど。気にしない。
Enjoying yourself. I'm happy. I'm happy.
God.
Yeah, she's dumb. She's an airhead. How about that?
She's a bit of an airhead.
Yeah. But you know, Goten's out on his date with her, and then fucking the most jacked dude in middle management outside of like, I don't know, Kaiji.
Yeah, no.
Shows up.
The guy from Falling Down really got jacked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like this dude is like, I mean, clearly Baby.
Someone here's got to know where to find a fucking Saiyan.
Baby found the most fit middle manager out there.
Right?
Yeah, it could have just been anyone. But, yeah.
Wait.
Mr. Satan.
This episode's great.
Mr. Satan.
He just hangs out on rooftops.
Hell yeah, he's Batman.
No, he heard about this and got up there. Like, he
Right away.
That dude's blazed.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
in.
It is sort of remarkable because
This has checked a lot of boxes.
here's the thing. I didn't want the show to abandon its own premise. I didn't need to to go in this direction specifically. But I will say the direction it is currently going into has been far more interesting
Than the
and
Toronto,
wild in comparison.
Marked improvement. If you were to watch the Lude saga and then go to this, holy, like miles of difference.
I love how your
Still doesn't change the
comparison
fact
was.
the
This is
anime's
about as
awful.
good as the B episode.
That was the let's be honest. The Lude part was.
Oh, yeah.
That was a trench.
Look, honestly, Super Capitalism Planet was an
fine.
episode too long.
was
The
too long,
lewd
it was
stuff
fine.
was 2 episodes too long and
long,
way
yeah.
too convoluted.
It was
So
bad.
stupid.
And then, but now, like ever since Baby has kind of eked his way into the picture, things have jumped dramatically in terms of how interesting they are.
Mate,
Yeah, because you have an
As
enemy
well,
who's an actual.
the GT Funko Pops have been shown, and I've set my notifications. So it's weird. They've just called it Super Baby and Super Baby 2 instead of like Baby Vegeta, which is fine. But the Super Baby 2 looks great. The Funko Pop looks really cool, and we've got Goku, Super Saiyan 3, Goku, all the Trunks. I wasn't gonna get the Trunks ones, but then I remembered I've got every single, well, apart from one, I've got all of the Trunks Funko Pops so far, so it makes sense to get them. So I'm going to be spending a lot of money when these GT Funko Pops come out. They look great. As much as I don't like the anime, the character designs are great.
Threat now.
Yeah, I mean, not even just a threat, but we also have like actual interesting plot stuff happening.
Yeah, it's compelling. So Goten is out on his date.
Yeah, which is
Then
cool.
this dude starts tearing up town. An explosion happens. Just as they were about to eat some soft serve, and Goten was really into that shit.
I mean,
That was so funny.
So
That
Mr.
was
Satan
so
shows up
funny.
again, immediately rocketing this episode.
yeah.
Let's go.
Seeing Mr. Satan come back made me happy.
And like he's like, hey, who's causing trouble in my town? Like, you know, he does a little pratfall, does his comedy shtick, and Goten shows up. just as Mr. Satan's realizing, ah, fuck, I'm out of my depth again.
Yeah.
So he's like, my pupil will handle him.
Yeah.
Help me out.
Yeah. Please help.
Please, I really don't want to die right now, man. This is out of my pay range, and I know what y'all can do, so please just get in there, okay?
Look, your brother's gonna receive my fortune when I die, so it's
Yeah.
like, come on.
Goten is like not even into it until suddenly, the dude's about to gets near a palace. In
No,
which place?
doesn't get near her. She gets near him.
Right,
She
yeah.
walks up to him. It's like,
Oh.
hey, what's up? Girl has
Get
no survival
out!
instincts.
Get away from my
Zero.
woman.
Zero survival instincts.
But yeah, immediately Goten kicks the shit out of him.
Dynamic
Sounds
entries the
fire.
hell out
Dynamic
of his
entry
head.
indeed.
Right. And it's not even much of a fight, but we continue to see other people suddenly being morphed by Baby and attacking Goten.
Yeah, we see this hive mind kind of start to form as
Yeah.
more people work their way out of the woodwork, and Goten's just handling them left and right.
I don't think we're at the hive mind part yet. I think
No,
he's
but-
literally just switching from one to one.
He was able to control two at a time, though. There were
Well,
two
they-
that attacked him at the same time.
Did two attack?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah, the dude in
right.
the glasses
No,
and
yeah,
the final fight look.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so he is able to
Yeah.
control multiple weak
Multiples
creatures at the same
yeah.
time at this point, at the very least.
Yeah.
Or, farmer with shotgun level
And we
characters.
find out later that's because he plants his eggs in them.
Yeah, and then he, I guess, actively takes over the body of another bystander. But this time we actually get to see his new form. Like, he pops out of this body in order to fight.
The little
And
blue
this is a much
thing,
better
yeah.
look for him. He's still got
It
the
does
jelly
look
bean kind of
alright.
like wave
I
hair
don't-
going.
I'm not gonna get that
But
Funko
he's got
Pop,
kind
though.
of this like techno warrior get up going.
Yeah, no,
And the
'cause-
built-in sunglasses.
I don't know why I feel the need to explain this. I don't want that one, but I want the Super Baby 2 because it's technically Vegeta, and I have every single, apart from Planet Rally Vegeta, I have every single Vegeta Funko Pop you can get.
Does a lot for the look.
I'm really mad. This is the only time we see that version of Baby.
Yeah. Looks
He's in there for like one
It's a good
episode.
design.
Yeah, this
Good
is
design.
preteen now.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, creating a tornado.
Oh,
Whoa.
damn.
Good thing it's a Sunday.
Mess up another person's date, will you? Goten, thousands are dead.
ないぞ
I'm just gonna miss this version of Baby because it's honestly his best design in my opinion.
And it's
Oh,
a
do you
pretty
think?
cool looking fight between him and Goten. Too.
Nah, when he
Like,
takes
there's-
over
there's
Vegeta
some-
and he has
I mean,
that's the
really
best, I
confusing
think.
things that happen. I guess Baby can just turn invisible at will from time to time.
I don't know what
But-
that, I think that was supposed to be like a visual thing. I don't think it was supposed to be.
But there was like a shot where he's like semi-translucent, just sitting on the back of a car. It's like, what's like? So I guess he has like predator cloaking.
I don't know. No, I don't know what it is. But yeah, that fight doesn't last too long. He takes over Goten pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
he cuts Goten.
Right, when he takes over
and,
Goten.
Apparently, we learned that
Isn't there a bit where Goten, taken over by Baby, just like grabs Gohan and just beats the crap out of him?
I guess something that he figured out is if he's going to latch onto somebody, he needs to do it when they are already exerting force.
Yeah.
So Trunks was able to surprise him by, being in a docile state and then being able to power himself out of it. Whereas if he, I guess, attached himself to him when he was already powered up,
He wouldn't
it
be
would have
able to
been
force
harder
him
for
out.
him to eke out that much more energy to expel him, I guess is the logic.
I'm thinking it's when you're exerting a lot of energy, it leaves your body vulnerable.
I think either way kind of works out.
Yeah.
Either way, that's the logic that he says. Is like, as long as they're exerting power, I can attach and
Which is
snag a hold.
a neat way to handle that.
Yeah.
It takes over Goten, and then I'm sorry. So after he takes over Goten, and Goten basically just shrugs off Palace, and Palace is into it, which, girl.
Oh, she's way into it. Like, she's, oh man, I just want it more now. Like,
Yeah.
she wants that Kamehame cock. I've been holding on to that one.
Okay, I'm glad. Could have kept holding, you know?
No, I couldn't.
ゴテン様トランクスの時は
He's going full Sigma male.
ゴテ
I kind of fucking like expect that. Shit start to play. New ad breaks.
Oh!
Hey, it's Krillin.
Oh,
Lost his mustache in one of those
yo.
Okay.
So goes to Bulma's place, which, by the way, Bulma's got a clock with Vegeta on it, which is pretty phenomenal.
Cool,
Every single
actually,
thing
yeah.
that we see of Vegeta in like character and
Has the
background
appropriate design.
has the correct hair. Because we see Vegeta these episodes too, where he shaves off his mustache. For his daughter, because his daughter is embarrassed by it. Looks
Rightfully so. I'm sorry. I hate that fucking mustache. Also, check his hair. It's spiky now,
It's
where
a
it
little
was.
spikier.
Yeah.
It's still not Vegeta though. At least the hairline is Vegeta.
Honestly, the frustrating thing is now he just still barely looks like Vegeta.
Yeah, from some angles it looks right, but from most angles it doesn't. See, from this angle it's all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
He's
Yeah, the hair
definitely
is
taller
weird,
though.
though.
Like
Yeah.
he grew a foot.
Yeah.
I think they put too many spikes in his hair.
She was right. She was absolutely right, by the way.
No, I think he can work it. I mean, I think it's the outfit that throws it off for me.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe if he had the regular hair, but it's too drastic of a change. It just doesn't even look like him at that point.
It's true. I love how they try to do as many shots as possible without showing the top of his hair. I'm just noticing this
Yeah,
now.
it's so weird.
It's like, we can't do it. We
Done.
just can't do it.
I can't remember. I think I read something that the reason that they changed his hair was original hair was too hard to draw.
Which is dumb because they did it for so long.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I think Toriyama just wanted to change his character design. Shows up there.
Yeah, a baby at this point is like, okay, I need to find stronger and stronger Saiyans.
Yeah.
So he's working his way up the ladder, and I guess Gohan is the next rung.
Which, by the
Makes
way,
sense.
so the ladder apparently is Goten, then Gohan, then Vegeta, which raises questions later because Gohan at the end of Buu was stronger than Vegeta. There's
Yeah.
no
He was the
question
strongest
about that.
person out there. Though,
So-
I guess
Ooh, but Super explains that surely. Like Gohan just stops training, so and Vegeta would have carried on training, so Vegeta would eventually become stronger than Gohan. That makes sense.
he came to the conclusion that
Gohan stopped training.
Gohan
Yeah.
stopped training, Vegeta didn't.
Yeah, that
Yeah, there
must
you
be
go.
the only explanation.
And I'm
because,
fine with that. I'm
yeah,
honestly okay with that.
I mean, me
Makes
too.
sense.
Even Super uses that logic.
There you
I was always of
go.
the mindset that if Gohan wants to stop training, he should be allowed to. My problem was always how inconsistent they were with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wait.
he shows up, Gohan's already there, and he wants Vegeta. So he's like
Yeah.
asking about Vegeta, and Chi-Chi's like, you say the right words! You talk right! I raised you better! Oh no, she has anime woman strength.
That is
Yo!
what
just
Again, right hair!
in the
slapped
drawing.
the
It's so
shit out of
weird.
him
Yeah.
for not using the proper suffix.
Yeah,
That's one hard slap.
gotta teach him right.
Jesus
Every time he failed
Christ!
a lesson, he only got stronger.
Also, I'm sorry, I can't just like skim over it. Like, she hits
Oh,
him.
yeah.
A
Like
lot.
he flies. It's a weird scene.
Yeah, she uses full-on
That
anime
is
mom strength.
weird.
Yeah. Like, and the scene is not played out very comedically, if I had to be honest. It's I'm not like it's just weird. It's a weird scene. Like, I feel like nothing is playing. Maybe in the fucking
Tonally inconsistent, I feel like, is a good tagline for the show.
yeah, especially here. But yeah, no, she hits Goten a bunch in a weird couple scenes. He attacks Gohan,
Yeah.
and then Gohan immediately picks up on like something.
Okay, something's wrong. Hey, we're gonna go talk this out there.
Yeah.
And they fly out into the middle of nowhere. And
But
Gohan's
you-
like, okay, what'd you do to my brother? What's happening?
Yeah, and pretty quickly, like Goten's like, yeah, nah. Actually, I can't even remember much of the dialogue. They just kind of
The
fight.
dialogue essentially went like this. Okay, so you figured me out. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Then they go.
And then they fight.
And that entire time, Gohan, not wanting to hurt his brother,
Yeah,
holding back, and Baby's like, this coward. Maybe he's weaker than I thought he was. Like,
I really like that, by the way. I like the fact that it seems like Baby can't understand the idea that Gohan, a Saiyan, would not want to attack his brother.
yeah,
so
would actually care for something.
yeah. But at some point, Gohan's got to put his foot down, and in that moment, Baby's like, aha, I have you now.
Yeah, Gohan puts in like no offense whatsoever.
Yeah.
And by the end of the onslaught, they're both just as winded as each other.
I'm sure
It
there's a
is sort of
moment.
funny.
Or is it?
It's like Goten's
Oh, I
winning
can't
himself baby Goten.
Gassing himself.
He's gassing himself just to like try and do damage to Gohan.
Just to get him to exert himself.
Right.
And Gohan's doing nothing about it.
Which is kind of funny if you think about it.
But then finally Gohan does go Super Saiyan to like baby pisses him off to the point it's like, okay, fine, but
yeah,
we know how this song and dance goes at this point.
Now,
baby jumps into Gohan.
But it's a little confusing what happens after that. Because I actually, unfortunately, the designs between Gohan and Goten are a little weird because I actually kind of lost track of who was who when Piccolo, of all people, suddenly shows up.
Piccolo. We see him before the commercial break. He's like meditating at one of his many waterfalls. He's like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And then he shows up, unfortunately, after Baby absorbs Gohan, and he's like, what happened? You're a Namekian. What'd you do to Gohan? My boy. And
immediately, like...
Immediate jobbing.
Yeah, fucking baby Gohan...
Doesn't fight, doesn't do nothing, just takes a blast, and... I mean, Baby infers that he's dead, but we know he's not.
It's so weird. Like, suddenly Piccolo shows up, gets blown up by a Kamehameha, and then we don't see him again afterwards. We see Goten afterwards because Gohan brought him home. Yeah, brought
him back to West City.
It's weird. It's like a weirdly paced. It's awkward.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to do something. Piccolo would probably notice something about this. Gohan's doing something right. He'd get involved, and we have like a minute and a half to fill for this episode to hit full runtime.
I know there's something that they do with Piccolo later that sucks, but we're not there yet.
I was just happy to see him.
Yeah, honestly, it was nice to see Piccolo again.
We got to see a special beam cannon fire at nothing.
Yeah, like the actual Piccolo off.
Like we see him holding Goten. After we see a special beam cannon fire off in the distance, I'm like, did he just fucking kill Goten?
I guess that was, I guess that was him. I don't know.
Did he was that him incapacitating Goten? I don't know.
Yeah.
Goten doesn't show any damage from it, but we see a special beam cannon firing into the distance, and I guess it's just to show that Piccolo was there.
Yeah, whatever.
Unclear.
So
they go back to West City. Piccolo presumed dead. And Gohan just like still waiting for Vegeta or Gohan baby Gohan. Bihan. Just waiting for Sub-Zero. Just waiting for Vegeta at this point. Then he just like senses him on the highway because Vegeta's been out on a shopping spree with his daughter, having a daddy-daughter day.
I love how he's able to sense Vegeta. Like, Vegeta's not putting off any energy right now, but I guess he's just like, he's near. Yeah, and then immediately goes off after him.
There's a threshold. It's like, there it is. That's stronger than average.
Also, a really, really weird scene.
Yeah, uncomfortable.
With Bra and those two dudes and like...
Yeah, these two adult-ass men.
Who are making the same mistake that I think everyone else is making because, let's be honest, Bra looks like she's at least 16.
She looks like Bulma, yeah.
She's
like 10,
she's
not even.
Yeah.
Killing him. I'm with Vegeta on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Drives, almost rams them off the road, drives up to the other side of
them, reaches over, grabs the steering wheel, rips it off, then circus music plays while they fall into the water.
Yeah.
Admittedly deserved.
Yeah.
Vegeta probably, a younger Vegeta probably would have done more.
Yeah,
none of this.
Yeah, a younger Vegeta would have just blown the damn thing up. Which, honestly, I like seeing this version of Vegeta. Like, this feels like the natural development for Vegeta after the end of Z.
It is an interesting, way to compare it to Super because there was that whole thing throughout Z where every time we saw Vegeta, he was losing a bit more and more of his Saiyan armor and replacing it with, more of an Earth aesthetic. And finally here in GT, he's in just full-on Earth clothes.
Yeah, he is currently... Well, he's dad now. He's just a dad. He's being a dad.
He even had his dad stash.
I like this. I like this Vegeta. And in fact, if I had to compare the two Vegetas, right now this Vegeta is probably better than Super Vegeta. If only because
Yeah, I agree. But it's weird, isn't it, that with GT, the main characters were meant to be Trunks, Pan, and Goku, but the more interesting parts about it were seeing what happened to the rest of the cast after the fact. It's such weird writing.
Vegeta felt like he was a step back from what we got at the end of Z.
It's because in Super he regressed because he had completed his character arc in Z.
Yeah.
So they needed something more to do with him in Super. Whereas in this, he's kind of a side character to begin with. He's already completed his character arc, so he's more matured and well-rounded.
Now, that being said, there are some really, really cool moments with Vegeta and Super. God knows, like, that fight with Rose is,
cool.
like, one of my favorite Vegeta moments in the entire show. But this Vegeta right now is actually genuinely a little bit more interesting
he's
to me.
a Vegeta that has completed a character arc and is just a well-rounded person who is a father and has accepted his place on Earth.
Yeah.
So that actually, you know, praise to GT. It has that going for it. So...
待ってろよ、ベジータ。
Yes, it's Goten versus Vegeta, isn't it? Where he grabs his face and just like slams him in the floor. He's flying. This is it. Yes. This is pretty cool.
Ah, fuck it, I'm down for this. Gohan shows up and destroys their car. Destroys the shopping equipment and I guess wrecks the car a little bit because Bra's still able to drive it.
Which, by the way, apparently Brock could just drive the car.
I believe it. She's rich. If she gets pulled over, they'll pay the fine. Like any crime that involves a fine is not a crime if you're wealthy. So
That's true.
Yeah. Like Vegeta immediately knows. Like, okay, what's up? Who are you? And this is where we get the plot dump that Baby is a Tuffle.
Yeah.
Or a Sufurian.
Yeah.
Sufurian. And he's Sufuriizing, which is a word that is in the...
He's fruitifying everybody.
It's funny, isn't it? Though I do like the irony of Baby, where like he's slowly becoming the thing that he hated the most and what he was designed to destroy.
I'm gonna say he's fruitification. It's fruitification.
He's fruiting up the planet. Stupid Baby turning the frogs fruit.
Anyway, yeah.
So yeah, they have a fight, and it's actually kind of a cool fight.
Oh, it's a sick fight.
This
It's
fight is
one of the
class.
best fights.
Yeah, for like the first few minutes, it's
This is what I was thinking
visually
of.
interesting. They're doing beam clashes, blasts, like they're
Using-
moving around the environment.
Using the environment.
Yeah. They do that awesome thing where
There we
Gohan
go.
grabs Vegeta's head
Yes!
And the animation's sick.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Oh.
genuinely just a well-animated, well-choreographed, well-paced fight.
Yeah, they put the stank on this.
Yeah.
Like, it was good stuff.
Congrats, it's one of the last in the show.
Yep.
Oh, that's too bad. I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Even with all
Then
the
Goten
freaking
shows
cool
up.
ideas they had later down with like Omega Shenron and the twin dragons and all that stuff, they still messed it all up.
Because he woke up, and we now learned through more exposition that as long as Baby has laid his eggs in someone, he can just remotely activate them and take control.
Yep.
Which kind of feels like they're writing themselves into a corner, but I guess we're kind of coming to the conclusion that as long as the master body is destroyed, that will
Then they'll just,
neutralize
like,
everything
yeah,
else.
yeah.
I'm sure-
That's kind of got to be the only way it can do.
I'm sure they will give an explanation and it will make sense and we'll accept it without...
It'll be
issue.
it'll be a very satisfying explanation,
Right.
I'm sure.
GT
Though that does potentially explain how he was in Rildo and in space at the same time.
そうかな。
Huh.
Oh no, the voices are back.
ここだよ、ここ。君の中だ。
Yeah.
俺は君に支配
Between Goten and Gohan, they were able to open up enough wounds that Baby was able to take over his body and make him go Ultra Instinct.
Yep. So now we're getting Baby Vegeta, which
Hell yeah.
is not a bad design. I know we
Oh,
know what it
don't.
looks
It's
like.
great.
and-
I love
He's
it.
been in enough video games.
Yeah, which
It's just
we'll talk
weird
more.
that-
We'll talk
yeah.
more about it when we get to him. But
Yeah, it's ultimately.
I
these
love
three
it.
Episodes,
I love this
like, The
design.
first one was the best of them, I think, just because it had like enough hype going for it.
these 3 episodes are
We're
currently
good.
the best of the show so far.
Yeah, the best span
What was
of
it?
episodes. so far, I think.
25 episodes in.
Yeah.
Like, this has been our best sit down and watch. That does not roll off the tongue. Hey, there's your new outro.
Get off my back. I'm 1,020.
Don't you see?
Fucking spoilers.
I know, yeah.
right?
Why would they throw those designs in straight away like that? God no.
Yeah, that's where we've left off. Goku, Pan, and Trunks are on their way back to Earth. I guess we're heading towards the climax. Eventually, We're heading towards it. That doesn't mean we're almost there.
Yeah, well, technically, we're always heading towards the climax.
Yeah, it's like we're on our way to 100 million subscribers. Hit that subscriber button. We're on our way! But until then, we'll see you guys next time.
On GTFS.
Sufuruizing.
Sufuruizing.
Sephiroth.
Oh, different. Huh. But yeah, this is like when GT starts to get good, but it doesn't mean it's good, if you know what I mean. But then again, I really like the baby Vegeta design, and obviously then Super Saiyan 4. We get the golden Uzaru form. We get all the cool stuff coming in next. Be interested to see what they think about that. But until then, thank you to my patrons. Link in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask to help support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? Guys, click like, subscribe, if you already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys later, guys. Make that.